What is so remarkable about the current season is that we're taking on new challenges. We are continuing where we left off last year, playing big pieces, big crowd-pleasing pieces, but we're taking on different aspects of the repertoire. We're playing Mozart, we're playing Mahler, we're playing Bruckner. We're taking on big challenges, and the orchestra's pumped and ready for it and excited. I am, and I know that the audience will be too. We have such a vast repertoire of great masterpieces, and so to be able to explore Bruckner and Stravinsky and celebrate Stravinsky and Carmina Burana, and to be able to have such breadth and depth and lots of variety and new adventures with some composers who haven't been played in a long time. Well, the opening concert features the orchestra. The orchestra is the star of this concert. And so we have two symphonies. We have the final symphony of Mozart, Symphony number 41, and we have the first symphony of Mahler. And this is intentional. I mean, it's so important that our audience gets to know our players. And yes, having guest artists is very important and very exciting, but the orchestra is the star, and we should never forget that. And so I wanted to showcase how stylistically flexible we are, and also have the music of Mozart played. For whatever reason, historically in the Quad City Symphony, there hasn't been a lot of Mozart played. I was looking back at some past programs, and strangely enough, it just is a little bit underrepresented. And Mozart is a composer to whom I feel very close, and whose music I admire and love, and so I want to bring that to the Quad City Symphony public. And also for the orchestra, it's great to play different types of music. And this Symphony of Mozart, the final symphony, kind of sums up his incredible powers of structure and clarity and perfection and drama. And, you know, this is a piece he composed in about 2 weeks, you know, and I actually have a facsimile of the original score, and you look, and there's not one mistake. There's not, you know, unlike a Beethoven score or anything else, there's not one mistake. He knew, it was all written in his head before he ever wrote it down. And so it just kind of adds to the you know, the awe that we musicians have for Mozart. And so this 41st Symphony, it's certainly different. I mean, it's a smaller orchestra. On the second half, we have Mahler's First Symphony, a huge, you know, late Romantic orchestra. So we have great contrast there. And I put Mozart and Mahler together on purpose. Mahler uses a full, huge orchestra, big percussion, big brass section. And this First Symphony was a big statement for a young composer. Using the full orchestra, using psychology, you know, using music of the street, using klezmer-type music, and you know, he was criticized for it. But now it's a very, very common thing for contemporary composers to use rock and roll music, to use folk music, whatever. So this Symphony of Mahler is, first of all, a great showpiece. You know, it's a show-stopping piece, and so kind of the perfect opening night symphony. This concert will show off the orchestra, not only Mozart, the stylistic and small, concise music of Mozart, and also the big kind of, I wouldn't say overblown, but the kind of big, you know, big, strong statement that Mahler makes.